He says, "No question, I just wanted to wish you a happy Pride Month. A week ago, I think it was the 18th of June, was National Autism Day. I celebrated it with a very nice fish meal of oysters and shrimps. How did you celebrate Autism Day? Did you remember to offend some normies? Did you have to tell the normies to turn their music down?
I did have to tell somebody to turn their music down recently.
Because normies don't understand the need for quiet."
It's not normies, in the sense of people who are not on the spectrum. It's low IQ people who like loud music and literally have no regard whatsoever for other people in terms of the annoyance they might be causing. Now, if it was good music, that would be different, but this was exceptionally bad music.
If it was Mozart, I wouldn't mind. I had a neighbour, he had a piano, and he'd play Mozart. I had no problem with that whatsoever. Why do you think that low IQ people like loud, banging, simplistic loud music? Why do they like loud? Is it because of their sensory perception? They need more input in order to get the same stimulation.
It's a good question. Discriminative faculties, the ability to pick up on very fine gradations of things which allow one to pick up on subtlety, this would attract high ability people to music with texture and layers. The problem with loud, repetitive music with a refrain, where you get a bit that's repeated 2 or 3 times throughout the entire duration of the song. Yes, I can see that appealing to people who are not really into the music for subtlety purposes. They're into it because there's a jingle within the music which they want to hear over and over again. And they like the regularity, and there's no regard for subtlety there. But again, there's variegation in musical tastes, and I dare say this association is not perfectly isomorphic to IQ. In fact, I know a lot of high IQ people who like death metal, which is the most awful noise you could possibly imagine. Apologies to death metal fans out there, but it really is horrible noise as far as I'm concerned. But they absolutely love it. And these are very talented people, and they go to these death metal concerts and they have long hair and do the whole headbanging stuff.
I was on the plane to Chicago the other week, and this guy in front of me put his chair down very, very far back as it could go. Unbelievably selfish. So I too put my chair back as far back as it could go, and then the humble, modest Nord behind me was moved to ask if I could put it up because I put it so far back. So I then asked the male stewardess if he could ask the person in front of me to put the chair up, but he refused and said, "No, it's my right to put it down." And of course, the male stewardess couldn't argue with that. He said it's his right to put down that far after people have finished eating. So I thought I'd teach him a lesson, and so I argued with him. I noted that he's very antisocial, and this is causing lots of problems. You put your seat back, so now everyone's putting their seat back, everyone's being selfish, and it's a domino effect that started with you. And he was kind of ignoring it, and I was arguing that perhaps he was quite high in psychopathic personality, and perhaps it would be dangerous for him to enter America, and I should mention this fact when we got there. And eventually it occurred to me that being low in IQ, he would have less impulse control than me. So all I had to do was irritate him enough to lose his temper with me and threaten me. And then, of course, he would be in the wrong and they'd move him. So I used the TV in the back of his chair and started continuously changing the channel, poke, 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 poke. And eventually he got up and informed me that if you knock my chair again, I'm going to cut you, bitch, he said in front of witnesses. So I went and got the male stewardess, and of course he had to move. They have low impulse control, and as long as you can trigger them in such a way that they're in the wrong, but they can't go further, then you can kind of get what you want.